Hey, what's going on, guys? Yeah, I'm back. How you like me now, right? Lost some weight. I think I'm down 52 pounds. Can't call me a fat fuck anymore. Hey, I hope you guys over at X are watching now. Yeah, you haters, you can go ahead and suck a dick. But we're gonna go ahead and talk about AMC. And I'm not jumping on the AMC train. Yeah, do you have too many people jumping on a AMC train? Essentially, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna maintain my position on AMC in that it is not worth my investment currently. But I also want to highlight really what's going on in you. You, as the investor, you be the judge for yourself. Now, the last time I said sell, I got crucified by Twitter X personalities who don't even cover AMC anymore. In fact, they crucified me, created a launch pad for their brand, and well, good for them. I mean, they're getting attention from fucking Elon Musk now. So good for you. And then there are other YouTube personalities who were able to, once again, leverage the movement for their brand. Now, you guys could go ahead and say the same about me, but I was very vocal about selling and selling at 40 and maybe even 50. We could go all the way back to November of 2021, and you could see when that happened. Now, here we go 2 years later, and not that I'm here to rub it in anybody's faces as like, hey, I'm right and you were wrong. I really just want to explain what's happening. You see, I watched Wrench's video, and you have AMC investors calling in asking, should they sell, or theorizing on what Adam Aaron should have done, could have done, or might be doing. And I love Wrench. His neutrality is uncanny. Like, this man is always able to keep it straight and narrow. So I have a lot of respect for him. But I go ahead and one of my favorite, yeah, favorite thinkers of all time, Sigmund Freud, the father of psychoanalysis. He badged the term the self-preservation instinct, and the self-preservation instinct is the instinctive behavior of humans and non-humans, animals, right, to avoid danger and preserve themselves. And I think what happened with the AMC movement, if we look at the many components here, you had AMC on the verge of bankruptcy, looking for a way to preserve themselves. You know, uh, you had Robinhood, who took away the buy button, looking for a way to preserve themselves. Then you had the apes come in and just push the price all the way up to 72, and everyone was elated because, well, this was a chance to finally have something that would allow you to preserve yourself. Self-preservation is the common denominator here, guys. Don't be fooled. When we talk about CEOs, AMC executives who are taking multi-million dollar paydays, you have to ask yourself why. And we could sit there and I could tell you why. It's self-preservation. If you are on the board and you're like, well, damn it, these apes have literally handcuffed us from dilution, previous to the ape conversion. What do we do? Well, you know what? Let's just maximize the opportunity right now because we don't know if we're going to be here a year or two from now. Let's be honest. Right. Now, the stock market's a zero sum game. You have every right to be selfish, right? Okay. So that sort of kind of answers that part of it, right? It's selfishness and self preservation. And then we look at what Adam Aaron has done, and his job is to save the company. And some would argue, well, his job is to protect the best interests of shareholders, and I agree with you 100%. But we talk about self-preservation. He is attempting to preserve the company in the best way he can, the best to his ability, pretty much at all costs. It's desperation, right? Unfortunately, collateral damage would be the investors. Really, really sucks. Everyone's calling for his resignation, for him to be fired. Just really sucks to be a man in that position. But again, if he's not allowed to make the moves that he makes, then your investment goes down to zero. So you got to take the lesser of two evils here. But the other thing I want to touch on before, maybe AMC experiences another pump or a revival, because it does It does oscillate 25, 30, 40% in a day, and everyone is cheering like a bunch of minions, and then it dies, and everyone's like, ooh, right? I'll be frank with you, I play those oscillations both up and down. Why? Self-preservation. I have that right. The stock market is all about self-preservation. And for whatever reason, that singular component of what it is to be a trader no longer existed because of the echo chamber that was created. And although many of you were like, should I sell? Should I sell? I want to sell. Oh my God, I've never seen so much money in my life, but I'm not going to sell. And you seek that confirmation bias, right? So the echo chamber and that sense of community sort of kind of trumped that overall instinct to preserve yourself. Painful, painful. So the only thing I could leave you with is if you're going to play in the stock market, or if you're going to keep your money in AMC waiting for the next pump, think of yourself and solely yourself. Because Adam Aaron is thinking about the company and solely the company. The two are in bed together, technically. I much rather see Adam Aaron do the best he can because, honestly, the stock is closer to zero than it is to the moon. So he has a responsibility to the company to preserve the company, and you should be cheering that on because it also preserves you. Alternatively, you can practice your right to self-preservation right now and simply just sell. I talk to my community almost every day, and I say, lose fast so you could win faster. Manage your risk. When you're in the markets, your focus is to not lose money. And when your focus is not to lose money, then the opposite is true. And for anyone who wants to experience what Trade 1348 is, because again, we got the naysayers and the haters are like, oh, you could get this for free. And it's like, but I do give it away for free. You could sign up for absolutely free. Is at trade1348.com. But I walk my walk. Unlike the many personas who are still on YouTube covering AMC stock, who've probably never made a fucking dollar in the stock market, I show my receipts where I make tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands a week, millions in a year. Sounds arrogant, doesn't it? No, it's not. It's that I've mastered the art of self-preservation because the market is simply a zero-sum game. Know what you're up against, right? But preserve who you are. This is Gabe. I'm signing out. Peace.